So when last we talked about how to make a single square using a repeat. This time around, I want to make two squares that are next to each other. And so I could uh, do that by duplicating this. And here's my second square. To get to my second square, what I need to do, I'm going to want to make it right next to this. So what I'm going to add is a move block in the middle here. And I want to move 20 steps so that I'm over, and then I want to do my second square. So if I do this, this should make a square and then go over and make another square next to it, and that's fabulous. But again, I've just used repeated code. And so my goal is to not duplicate code if I can help it. Well, in this case, I want to make a square, move over, make a square. I could do that by repeating the make a square, move over steps. I'm going to add a repeat block and stick my square and over bit into this repeat block. I want to make two squares, so I'm going to repeat it 2 times. And you'll see that I've made 2 squares, and now I'm poised. I could make a third square. So if I wanted to make 3 in a row, all I have to change is this one number, and now it'll make 3 squares in a row. This is something called a nested repeat or a nested loop. You have a loop right here inside your other loop. You'll notice that these loops have this like C shape. They go around the whole thing, and that shows you exactly what's being repeated. There's a little arrow at the bottom that points that it's going to go back up to the top. You'll also notice that the inside loop, it's going to change the color. If I were to nest another loop inside here, it'll go back to being the darker color so that it alternates. So you can see what's inside something else. Whereas if I put this repeat out here, so that it was inside the outside loop, but not inside this loop. Now I have 2 inside loops. They're both this lighter orange color instead of being back to being dark. So as you nest loops, you'll notice that the colors change. But play around with nested loops. This is a good way to get lots of things done very quickly with a very minimal amount of code.